I've already told you, you've got plenty of gear. I've got gear bags and backpacks aplenty. I've got flashes and light stands galore. You want filter rings? I've got 20. But who cares? No big deal. I want more. I want new gear like Peter and Chris. Walking around with my new gimbal. Getting that footage that's, what do you call it? Oh, sweet. What's going on, everybody? This is Reese and welcome back to the channel. So today I've got a topic for everybody. It's something that I think all of us can use. It's going to be 5 tips on how to get new gear. So not all of us have the ability just to run out to the store, go onto Amazon, whatever, and just buy something as soon as we want it. A lot of us have got to save for it, we've got to set aside money, and these are some tips to help with that. So tip number 1, use an automated savings account. What I mean by that is, for example, I use an account called Capital. And what that is it's a program where when you make a purchase, it'll automatically round up to the nearest dollar, $2. You can set up various parameters of how much you want it to save and when, and it's pretty much seamless. You don't realize it's happening, and the money just gets put into that account. You'll receive a debit card for it, and you can make purchases directly off that, or you can transfer the money back to your bank account. But I've been using it for a couple of years now, and I have had 0 issues with it at all. It's been amazing. I'll turn around after a few months, and suddenly I've got an extra couple $100. It's pretty much the digital equivalent of taking all that change in your pocket and putting it in a jar. It's just done through the bank. I will go ahead and put a referral link down in the description below. Feel free to use that, sign up, and go ahead and start your savings now. All right, tip number 2. Extra gear. If you've got anything laying around the house, whether it's old camera bodies, old lenses that you don't use anymore, DVDs, books, whatever, consider putting them on Craigslist, Let Go, any of those type of outlets in order to go ahead and sell these. Granted, you may not get much for them. You may get $15 here, $20 there, or whatever, but it's money that you didn't have. Plus, it's freeing up space in your house. Now you don't have things collecting dust. You don't have to wonder what you're going to do with it. Let it go to getting you new gear. Tip number 3, stop making so many microtransactions. It's easy to run out and grab dinner out. It's easy to just grab a soda or coffee on the way to work, something like that. Try to stop. You don't have to stop it completely, but consider this. Every time you stop at McDonald's, you're probably spending almost $10. If you eat out 5 times a week, that is $50 a week. That's $200 a month. That's $2,400 a year that you could be putting towards your gear. $2,400 will get you a great camera. It'll get you a great lens or multiple lenses. Definitely consider doing this. You don't have to do it and go cold turkey, but I would at least reduce how much you're doing it and look at how fast you're going to end up saving some money. Tip number 4. If you've got a bill that you're paying off, like a small credit card, you're paying $15, $20 a month, something like that, once you get it paid off, keep setting that money aside. You're already used to having it coming out of your account. You're used to not having it. So why not go ahead and set it aside, put it in that savings account, and then just let it accrue. That way, you're not really missing anything because you've been spending that to pay off a bill. Now take that and just go ahead and roll it over into buying new gear instead of just spending it frivolously on sodas or or going out to eat, like I said in the last tip. Tip number 5, mini sessions. If you're a photographer, think about setting up with moms and small families, things like that, to do a small 20 to 30 minute session. You can charge anywhere from $25 to $50 for the session. Give them 3 or 4 photos that are fully edited when you're done. You can set those up. Because of how short they are, you can set up multiple in a day. If you set up 5 or 6 in a day, you can be making up to $300 in a day just to go and take some pictures. It's not the most fun, it's not the most glamorous, but it's easy money in your pocket. It doesn't take you much time. You can edit those photos And with some luck, they'll be repeat customers and they'll want to do it again. So those are 5 tips. I've got 2 bonus tips for you. The first tip is, I understand that everybody likes to have that new car smell. You want to be the first one to open that product up and you want to be the first one to use it. But look at it this way. When you buy a car, if you buy it used, you let somebody else take the hit. They take the depreciation. So what you can do is find a reputable place. You can go to fredmiranda.com. You can go to B&H Photos, Adorama. All of those, who I'm not sponsored by the way, all of those have used gear. Fred Miranda has got a lot of great members on that site, a lot of great reputations, a lot of people that are very upright and very straightforward. You can get great deals. You can literally save hundreds of dollars on your gear. For example, I've got my Nikon 85mm 1.4 lens. It's a $1,200 lens, and a few years ago I went ahead and saved up and I bought that lens from somebody on the site for a little under $800. I saved over $400 buying that lens. It has performed flawlessly and it is my favorite lens to date. Camera bodies, all you've got to worry about is that the person took care of it, and that with a camera body, just make sure that the shutter count is not too high and make sure that it's been taken care of, that it's not beat up, it's not knocked out of whack or anything like that. Again, as long as you're buying it from a reputable place, you should be perfectly fine. Bonus tip number 2, consider getting a credit card through Best Buy. Best Buy has got a program going on. As long as you spend over a certain amount, you can get 0% financing for 6 months, 12 months, or 24 months. There is no way you're going to get anything better than that. As long as you pay it off within that time period, it's 0%. It doesn't cost you anything to go ahead and get that gear now. Don't get caught up and make just the minimum payments, because that interest will hit you all at the end and then you're going to be paying considerably more. But this is a great way in order to get your gear now. I know that Amazon does something similar, but I'm not sure about the details on that one. If you get a Best Buy card, I would recommend that you ask them to get just a store card as opposed to a general card. Reason for that, you won't be able to run the card up on gas and food and things like that. It'll just be for your gear. And once you get that paid off, you can go ahead and turn around and buy more gear. So if you pick up some jobs, you can pay the card off a little bit faster, and then you can upgrade your gear faster. So there you have it. There's 7 tips for you. Hopefully there's at least 1 or 2, if not all of them, that you can use. If you found these useful, please hit the like button for me. Also, consider hitting the subscribe button down below or at the end of the video. And if you know anyone that this video could help, definitely pass it on to them. Share it to them. Help me expand my channel. Also, you may have noticed in the description that I do have a number of links. Those are affiliate links to Amazon. If you decide you want to pick up any gear, click on those links, go on over to Amazon, and then anything you buy, I will make a small commission on. It doesn't cost you any more than it would be if you just went on your own, but it does help support the channel. So thanks, I appreciate you coming by. We'll see you next time. Go ahead and hit the like button and be sure to hit subscribe and the notification bell so you can be updated anytime we have new content.